What's up, my legends? It's Scion. We are back, and we're going to take a look at Taiyo. Now, I've actually done the fight, and what I'm going to do, this is not a typical guide. I'm actually going to talk over the footage because I didn't do commentary for the footage. I had a lot going on while I was doing the fight, and the fight ended up about as perfect as you can get when it comes to actually fighting Taiyo. I've done it 5 times in the last day and a half, and he's dropped twice in the 5 times. I only got 2 pieces. He did not drop double. The first time that I got the win, he only gave me 1. Then I went 3 in a row without it doing it, and then I just recently did it again. And yeah, so I feel kind of gypped, but what are you gonna do? That's the RNG. All right, in order to fight him, you need 3 people. You need at least one of the 3 people to make it easy. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even say you don't need Sid at all, to be honest with you. It makes it better with Sid, but I don't think you really need Sid. But you actually you need Ruby or Jacqueline, to be honest with you. Jacqueline gives 100% extra on damage. Ruby increases allies' recovery amount by 100% when she's in the party, which is paramount when you have Ramuh in the party along with whatever your second healer is. I went with 2 Ramuh on this fight, and it went well for me. I will show you who I went in with. It was not them. I did Cordelia, Olive, Ramuh, and Ruby, and the second Ramuh right here, but I don't think I have anybody up right now for that, and I don't. I would have to refresh it. I know how to do that, but we're not going to be doing that right now. Anyway, all right, so this team this is my power overall with this. What my runes are looking like. Hero talents, so you guys can see. She's not that strong. She's only 1 purple in. This is her defense, her attack, and everything. And see, I didn't really go all that hard. Olive actually lived for a majority of this. She did go down a few times, but she lived for a vast majority of this. As you see, I don't have her her special and her leader skill. And let's go in. This is what she was overall. Show you something interesting with Olive. Olive that is detrimental to all 3 of the bosses because she can poison all 3 of the bosses, and that's pretty sexy because I didn't think that could happen to all 3 bosses, but she actually poisoned all 3 of them, which is, I was like, bruh. Anyway, here's my Ramuh. See right here. Later on tonight, before the actual, because I'm actually doing this the 24th right now. The fight that I'm going to show you was on the 23rd, but I'm going to be talking over that. But for 24th, I'm going to finish runing out all of my characters to 9, if I can, if I have the resources. We'll see if that happens. This is her stuff, and this is my Ruby. Okay, nothing too crazy. I didn't go that crazy with it. I would have liked to, but you know, resources are limited. So we're gonna go in, and I'll actually be talking over the fight. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. We're going in, and as you can see, I have the 2 Ramuh. I have Rebecca, and my whole thing with this particular fight, as you can see right here, and I did it like this on purpose because I didn't want you guys. It initially was a 29-minute fight, and there's no reason to make you watch a 29-minute fight. So my whole purpose for this is I wanted a full green win team against them. I wanted to have somebody out there who can actually hurt all 3 bosses. So that actually allowed me to have Ruby, of course. And I thought about it, I was like, all right, so who do I have that can be detrimental to all the bosses? So I actually messed around a little bit. I had this dumb idea of putting Morrigan out there. That went horribly bad because she's weak towards water. And she just got one-shotted over and over again. I actually still won like that, but it was horrible. It was straight up a Cordelia win, and it took forever. So that was a bad idea. And after that, I was like, okay, well, I went tank, so I'll put Claude out there. That took forever as well. but I still won. So I was like, all right, this isn't working properly. I need to find somebody who's going to be more detrimental to that, or do I have to make somebody else or find somebody else to bring out here? Like, do I have to really go hardcore after Jacqueline? So you see Olive went down right there, just brought her right back with the Ramu resurrect, and you see his power is slowly going down. I'm using Olive's buff to go along with just buffing everybody else, and using the one skill on Cordelia because you do not want to lose her stacks, because her stacks makes her heal. They basically allow her to heal like 3% per stack of her Searing Rage, so you need all 3 of those stacks to get built up. So she pretty much heals every round like that. So you just want to keep having her do that, so she's just a positive heal tank all the time. And trust me, you need it. I think she died once this entire time, or maybe twice, but either way I still had heals to actually bring her back, so it didn't really matter. Olive died a couple of times because Olive is just not built for this, but I just wanted her out there. You may have saw a few times that she did, there is right there, she did poison him, which that's what I wanted. I want him to be poisoned. He has a few things that could be detrimental. You can do Lumen Death to him, you can mental seal him and damn near kill him in like 2 rounds, but Esna is worthless the rest of the fight. After that, she's not good to take on Ronin or Taiyo. Like, she just does nothing to them. Like, so it's not even a point of having her out here just for that. It's like terrible. But anyway, you see he's pretty much going down. I believe he used his remorse already. I'm keeping it steady and keeping discipline, because whenever you're not disciplined in this fight, it is pretty much when you get killed by something. And discipline, I mean not using Cordelia's stacks, making sure that I protect whoever is weakened at one time. Like if I see somebody about to be weakened or about to get jacked, make sure that I defend and keep them right. So we pretty much have Ronin right here. Now Ronin is interesting, and you're gonna notice what I did. I went the safe route, and the safe route is as soon as you see him do his buff where he does a little ching and puts his thing up like that, I stop attacking and only attack with either Ruby or Cordelia. And even then, Cordelia sometimes can still get killed. Her shield, Cordelia's shield, does not stop his damage because he goes right through it. However, if you have Ramu or Claude, Ramu and Claude's shield does stop his damage. So if you have those characters, and like let's say you don't have Olive, then you can substitute not Ramu, Deimos. I'm sorry, Deimos and Claude, their shields do it. You can substitute Olive with one of them if you want to just have their shield and just negate him actually even doing that damage altogether. So as soon as he puts his arm up like that, if you like, it's going to take you long to kill him, but it's also safer against him, and it's safer actually against Taiyo because it works against Taiyo too. As soon as you see him put his arm up like that, just throw the shield out there. And if you have the shield on cooldown, you pretty much negate his one-shot attack. Pretty much, it's pretty sexy. He still somehow gets damaged through that shield, but it doesn't do as much as it would normally do. It's kind of negligible. But if he doesn't have, like, if you don't have anything on that like that, it's like he just does like the full damage. I think you get rid of one of the hits, and that keeps you from getting one shot if you're going to get one shot by something. But it's cool. It's just something to throw out there for you guys. Overall, this is actually pretty easy as long as you keep discipline here too. Do not attack him during the time when he puts his arm like that. He's going to get a buff. He's going to dodge most of the time. You probably get an attack off of him every once in a while, but he's going to get a dodge, and every time that he dodges, his attack goes up. So if you mess around and attack him twice with a multi and he dies twice, I think it's something like 20% extra damage on that. It is not worth hitting him. It's not worth hitting him, especially when he can already one-shot without the buff. So, like, just don't even touch him when he does that. That's my advice in this. And you see how simply, like, this is going. Like, even if he takes somebody down, it's just kind of like, oh, you killed somebody, la la la. We resurrect him real quick and move on with this fight. Like, it's making it look real easy, but you have to be disciplined to know when to attack and when to not attack. And then even when it's your turn to attack, when you still sometimes need to defend, because if somebody's weakened, then you just need to protect them. Because there was a few times where it was my turn to attack and somebody either died or was weakened, and I just was like, you know what, let me defend right here and not lose anybody. And you see right here, he's gonna pretty much take down Ruby, and I got her right back again. So it's kind of like wah wah wah, like just sit down. So Mr. Taiyo now. All right, so Mr. Taiyo's pretty interesting. He's gonna have one attack, which pretty much is gonna punch somebody pretty hard. He pretty much runs at you and slams you hard the same way that now I'm forgetting his Kane. He slams the same way Kane does. His multi and his counter attack are pretty similar. You just can't heal off of it, but he hits like a truck just like him. And you pretty much see me doing the same type of thing all over again. I'm taking my punches and taking them down. He can't really do a lot of damage to you until like 50% anyway. So as long as your team is a little bit sturdy and you have at least a Cordelia out there, and you have at least Ruby and 2 Ramu just basically healing back everything that you know take down, like you'd be fine. You'd be fine until 50%. Then 50% things get a little bit interesting. That's me looking at the dot to see how long the dot is gonna. Again, you see the dot actually worked on him with Olive, and I was super happy that she actually dotted him twice in this fight to put damage on him. Like, it's not super damage, but it's just something that she can actually do to him, since you pretty much have a free slot to put out there whatever the hell you want to put out there, but to actually have somebody be able to do something to all 3 of the bosses is actually pretty good. Like, if I actually put some power into Olive, that would make this fight take like probably 5-10 minutes. No kidding. Like, if I put power into Olive, I didn't really put any power into Olive. Like, that would make this fight insanely easy, because it would basically be like having another Ruby to actually damage him. But again, Ruby does most of the heavy lifting in this fight and most of the heavy damage. Everybody else just kind of like pecks away, and pretty much that's kind of like all there is to this fight. Now you see I got well below the 50% mark, and did he nuke already, or maybe I just didn't pay attention when he nuked. Let me see right here. He might have nuked already, and I just brought him back. Nah, he probably nuked already. Alright, so he pretty much at around 50%, he's gonna have a nuke, and he's gonna start glowing, and he's gonna aim at one person. Hopefully you want it to be your tank, because your tank can kind of handle it as long as you know it's coming. But if it's anybody else, he's pretty much going to kill them. It's like a dynamite punch. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna rock you. So just be prepared for that. Be prepared to bring people back, and especially if it's Ramu, because Ramu can pretty much heal. And it actually happened that he killed both Ramu at the same time at one point. I think he did it with the dynamite punch, but it didn't matter because they both had their resurrects to come back, so they both came back. That's pretty sexy. Like this, it went about as perfectly as you could have it go, and it's like it was close to a perfect fight. Close to a perfect fight, because towards the end I got greedy and I was like, all right, I need you, like right here when you give him the first one, there it was right there. That's when he killed 3 people at the same time, because he pretty much targeted Ruby, and that's because Ruby had actually hit him, and that was all my fault right there. That was my one mistake where I could have almost cost myself the fight. I just shouldn't have attacked him with Ruby and just let him hit Cordelia. Now the thing is that's cool is as long as you keep it simple right here. I just kept blocking and maybe pecking every now and then with the 2 Ramu to make sure that he always targeted Cordelia, as you can see right there, and do that. So eventually he does lean over to the right and start to say, hey, you guys are standing over there too. But majority of the time he should concentrate on Cordelia, so as long as you keep her shielding and protected and keep those heals up, and then you pretty much see I got greedy right there and decided I was like, no, I want to kill this dude, and like that's my second mistake right there, that I just shouldn't have done that. I should have just blocked. That's all I had to do is block. Like defend. Just defend. He would have killed himself basically, like, and then like just come out there and do little minor things like that, and that's it. All right, here he is. I am pretty much keeping one and using the other one as fodder. I'm not spending any more stamina because we have another event coming soon, and I've done 5 so far, and he's only dropped twice. and I just don't want to spend any more stamina on this, to be honest with you. I probably could get like 2 or 3 more, but whatever. I'll worry about the next event. And like I said, I'm keeping one, and the other one is gonna be for my 6-star Morrigan. I just need the resources. I don't want to spend any more of the stuff on the resources too. I just want to see what this event is doing, and on top of that, did you also guys see that in the patch notes that they have on the actual forum website for the game, they're gonna reduce stamina. So I'm just going slow now. I'm pacing, to be honest with you. I'm just straight pacing. I'm not gonna do anything else at this point detrimental to screw up my not my money. I guess you could say it's my money, but I'm not gonna do anything else to screw up what I have going with my character right now, with like stamina, resources, everything else. So that's it. We're pacing right now until they show me the goods. It's like, show me what's up with everything, and then I'll figure it out from there. So I will catch you guys next video. Thank you for watching, and I tried to make this as short as possible so you didn't have to sit through 40 minutes of Taiyo. Peace.